Heather, thank you so much for doing this interview with me. I don't know if I should be bowing or not because everybody's saying this is the big boss, the big cheese, so make sure you're good to her. How does it feel knowing that you've been involved with helping broadcasting change the way it has for the last couple of years in Canada with, of course, CBC as the source?
You know, it's incredibly exciting, and it's also very, very nervous-making because it's the public broadcaster, so it's not mine. I am always conscious of the fact that I have to leave it in better shape than I found it and do no harm.
But the one thing about CBC, especially the last couple of years, especially with some of the shows that have been coming up, CBC is one of the few stations, whether it be American or whatever, takes chances out of the box. Why is that important?
I think it's important because we are the place where Canadian creators can come and try out their new ideas. If the CBC isn't prepared to accept their willingness to dive in and take risks, whether it's in how they're telling their stories or the nature of their stories or the nature of their comedy, you know, frankly, why are we here? This is part of what the CBC's job is, to provide that platform for Canadian artists.
But somehow, though, it's evolved over the years, whereas before, I remember growing up and watching CBC, you knew a Canadian show, and sometimes it wasn't respected the way it should have been. Today, you don't know whether it's American, European, or whatever else. Like, things have really progressed.
I think that's true. I think the sophistication of the industry, the sophistication of the production community has changed. But, you know, what helps that happen is actually investing the dollars in making it happen. It doesn't happen by accident. We need to keep investing. We need to keep supporting our creators. And I will tell you, around the world, the competition is getting tougher.
Absolutely. And they're watching us, too. How excited are you, though, about the Junos coming back to the CBC?
You know, I'm especially thrilled about that. And I'm thrilled about that for part of the reason I'm thrilled about that is because we do so much to support Canadian artists. We're doing more and more live recording. We're 50% Canadian artists on the airwaves on Radio 2. You know, we're well above what the content quotas are. And we're delighted to be that. So to actually have the ability to celebrate Canadian artists all year long, and then their ultimate celebration in all those genres is just thrilling for us.
But we also have so many new shows that are comedies, dramas, telling Canadian stories, so much going on. I can only imagine what it's like for you guys in the back office going, okay, there's all so good, but we can only take so many.
That is the biggest challenge, is, you know, it's you think that, oh, this is a great job because you get to say yes, you get to be Santa Claus. It's the worst job because it's all the people you have to say no to because you're limited just by the number of hours that you have in the schedule. We do have digital. You can create digital originals. It gives you more opportunity, but at the end of the day, you only have a certain number of dollars and a certain number of hours, and you got to make choices.
Okay, so I do believe September is kind of like usually when everything starts to kick off. So we have to look forward to that website. Where can we go for anything that's going on with CBC?
Just cbc.ca. You'll find everything you want, and people do. We're one of the most digital media companies in the country.
Thank you so much, and looking forward to the new season.
Thank you, Rudy.